Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be talking about everything that I consumed in March, but majorly media. We have a beverage to accompany us today. I didn't have a beverage last time because I was fasting. Just have plain tea, and I have it in my new mug. It says handcrafters, and it's pink on the inside. Grab your beverage of choice, and let's get on with the video. We're starting with digital media, the first one being YouTube videos. I watched a lot of YouTube videos this month, so I can't start breaking down every single video. So I'm just going to bring out my favorites. First off, we have Why Filming Your Boring Life is Great Even with No Views by Sylvia. She gave reasons like you become a main character in your own life, which I believe is true. Filming your life is going to make you feel like I don't have to be anybody. I can just be myself because at the end of the day, it's me that's making this video. It's me that is going to edit it. So whether other people like me or not, I like myself enough to film myself and find the beauty in what I do and what I see every day. It makes me feel like I'm defining what is cool and what I think is interesting, whether it makes sense to anybody or not. If I find it cool and if I find it interesting, it's okay. The next one is Things I Find Chic by Aisata Amadu. I don't know what it is, but I like these videos where there are minimal edits and just them speaking to the camera like this. Just plain simple things, and this girl is one of them. She speaks so calmly and elegantly. She doesn't speak like she's rushing to go somewhere, which I'm trying to embody because I feel like I talk too fast. I do things too fast. Even if I'm not rushing to go anywhere, I'm always. So I like having to watch this kind of videos where everything is just slow and they're taking their time. And I found this her video very interesting because she highlighted a lot of things that she found chic, which I also find in the Nigerian culture. So I just like watching it and seeing how somebody who doesn't live here. I think she lives in the US, so she doesn't live here, but she finds a lot of things here very beautiful. I just love watching that video. The next one is Silly Tiny Habits to Get Your Creativity Back by Denisa. Lately, I've been feeling brain fog. Is that what you call it? I've not been feeling creative enough to do anything at all. Creativity for me is making your own things, creating your own thing that is unique to you. So this video just gave me ways I can get that my creativity back. She mentioned things like carrying around a notebook everywhere you go, which I really starting to fancy doing, just something small. So this is a notebook, and I just feel like slowly, if I keep doing that, I'm going to be able to reach that point where I can say I'll be extremely creative to crochet extraordinary things, even paint things or make out of the world YouTube videos. So I really liked this. Next one is How to Journal the Right Way by Tam Cole. As someone who's been inconsistently journaling for 3 years now, I just felt like I've reached that point in journaling where I'm not really doing it for the sake of I want to do it, but because I feel like I have to do it. She gave out different ways to journal and things that worked for her. This video is something that I keep referring back to over and over and over and over and again because if I start to lose motivation or if I see that I'm forcing myself to do it, I just refer back to this video to change my mindset or rewire my brain about it so that it doesn't feel too forced. Next thing is movie slash series. The first movie is Friday the 13th. This one just made me believe that horror movies, they never have a happy ending. It might seem happy in the beginning, they've killed the killer or they've banished the ghost. Something will always happen in the end that will make you just believe you can't have a good happy ending. For this one, the killer that is supposedly killed came back to life to kill one of the last person that was alive. In Bridgeton season 4, I finished the part 2 the beginning of this month. This season is definitely my favorite because Sophie is my favorite character. I love Sophie, and I can't even wait for Eloise's season. I'm hoping it's going to be the next one, but I'm not so sure because her in this season didn't really look like something was going to happen to her in the next season, so I don't think so. But I'm hoping her season will be the next one. Then Behind Her Eyes, people raved about it a lot on TikTok because of the great plot twist at the end. And yes, there is a plot twist, but I just don't think it's such like a life-changing movie. In fact, it was even annoying me. It was just really annoying me how Louise went ahead to do something that she knows she's not supposed to do. Even her friend told her that mind your business, so this is not something to get into. And look what happened to her at the end of this. I'm not a fan. I think I gave it a 3 star in my journal, and that's how I'm going to leave it. It's even based on a book by Sarah Pinborough, but I don't think I'm going to read it because I don't like the plot, like the concept of it, and all that stuff. The next one is Red Rose. The cover of it was what drew me to it because it has to do with an app. I like all these app-based horror shows. This one had really great plots with so much potential to be a very great horror movie, but towards the end, they just left us with more questions and answers. Suppose answers that they gave to the reasons why things were happening was just not still making sense. There were still some things that they didn't really clarify. So I just felt like, no. And I really liked their accent. I think it's Irish, Scottish, the other parts of the Great Britain. It's weird sometimes because we don't understand what they're saying without subtitles, but I liked listening to it. The next show is Marianne. Hmm, still this one too, it had great potential to be a good movie, but I just felt like they were getting distracted too much with the way they were portraying Emma Lassimo. The horrorness of it, yes, is there, it's good. If they had built on it better, it would have made more sense, but the way they portrayed the main character, not a fan of it. They just made her look like some kind of crazy writer who just doesn't care about anybody, and it's okay. The next movie I watched was Until Dawn. I really liked this movie. I liked watching them trying to find new ways to escape. Let me just explain what it is so that I think it makes more sense like that. So we have this group of friends. One of them was looking for her sister. So they all followed them to the place where her sister was last seen. But it turns out that this place is kind of cursed. Once you enter in, you can't leave unless you don't die before the hourglass time runs out, and everybody has a certain amount of lives before they get permanently damaged physically, mentally, everything. We have several mysteries that we're trying to uncover while trying to also stay alive. So I liked this one. This, yes, was a 5 star for me. Next one, I know what you did last summer. Good. And this one has to do with killings and murders between friends. There's nothing really special about it in my opinion. I think I gave it a 3 star because it's just there, nothing life changing, nothing great. Scorpion King. This was actually not planned. It just happened to be showing on TV, and I was lying on the chair at that time. Also, because the main character is Dwayne Johnson, and I know that anything that is acted by Dwayne Johnson is always funny. So I just happened to watch it, and I really liked it. You know how anytime he's in a show, he also have his second friend who also happens to be somebody that is like clueless. So we have funny person and we have clueless person. That combo for some reason is always, I always find it very funny. Scorpion King, 5 stars. Tina and Tina. The look of the twins was what caught me to this one. White hair, white eyelashes, white eyebrows, even their clothes. So I just thought that they were not even real. I was curious. Then I watched it, and it's even more crazier than it is because they are just kids less than 10 years old, and these are what they are doing. But then everybody is trying to convince the whole other people that they're just innocent. Me, I think they're not innocent. The original audio is Spanish, but I watched it in German because I just felt like I should be watching more movies in German. If you didn't know, I'm trying to learn German for the sake of it, and I found that very fun to listen to words that I've heard before and I'm learning about. So maybe that's what will make me give it a 4 star. Next thing is books. I'm a mood reader. So this month I was only able to finish 3 books. No, I DNF'd one. I'm going to talk about it. I'll say two. The first one is The Mechanics of Yenegoa by Michael Afemfua. I think I mentioned it in my last favorite video. The kind of problem the character to put himself into is insane. But everything ended well until something decided to happen at the end and ruin every single thing that he worked for. I would have been better without the ending. That's what I want to say. The first problem he put himself into was driving one of the cars of an influential person and put himself into trouble. Like him and his partner were attacked in the car. So that was the first problem of his that's snowballed into several other problems, into the later bigger problem towards the end of the book that I don't want to talk about. Next book I completed is I Hope This Finds You by Anne Liang, which is a novella to the first book. I Hope This Doesn't Find You by Anne Liang. I really liked that book last year. It's introduced me to the whole high school, smart students, academia kind of thing. Very short, I think it was 110 pages, but very, very, very cute. I'm so happy to have been brought into the life of Sandy and Julius. I can't remember the girl's name, but I'll put it up on the screen. Book that I DNF'd, which is Lights Out by Naves or something. I don't know who, why that plot is even a thing. I think I got to chapter 5. I can't continue. I don't want to get into it. I don't even want to get into it at all. Let's move on to things that we crochet this month. First thing is this granny square sweater vest. It's just something that you can wear between weather, not too hot and not too cold. This is the first sweater I made in March. The second one is a striped sweater. I'll put a picture of it here. It's the one by Mahom Crochets. I enjoyed every single minute of making it. Second thing I made in March is this moon pillow. I made this for Eid. I nailed down the shape very well. I wasn't expecting to actually get the shape right because I had problems with the process before I stitched it together, and the shape came out really beautiful and it's so cute. Next one, can you guess? Comment down what you think this is. It's from a series, a very popular series, so I just hope that you can guess what this is. I also made a Quran sleeve, a multicolored Quran sleeve. It's just basic plain sleeve with a bow at the top. Let me know what you guys also enjoyed in March. Let's see if we have anything in common. I hope you enjoyed this video, found it entertaining, inspiring, helpful, and all those shebang. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.